need to. They don't want to talk to.
Right. So you're saying you're going to lead with, if you're working with this other company, you get a discount. Is that what you said?
Yes. To switch, because they don't care about switching. They just bought the system. They went through a very difficult process of learning the system, which is,
Is this a cold call that you're making to them, or they're calling you?
Cold call.
You're cold calling them?
Yes.
Okay. I'm fine with it. However, long-term, short-term benefit, if you want to cold call people and say, I will undercut the competition by X amount, if you're working with the competition, I'll give you X amount off. Okay, I get it. But that's not a healthy way to live, right? That's like not the best gasoline to be putting in your engine for longevity. Because why? You're now creating a race to the bottom. Okay? It's not going to be before too long before your competitor figures that out. And they're going to go, oh, well, you're working with Phil? We'll cut you by 20%. Now you got to cut the race to the bottom. So where I would go with that if I was cold calling is I would go with an insight. And the insight would be something to the fact of, who you are, how you're connected, and then say, hey, I wanted to reach out to you personally because according to my knowledge, you guys are working for XYZ. I mean, I'm sure they're great. And one of the things that people that come over to us from XYZ have found is blank, blank, blank. Are you experiencing that all? And then if your price happens to be lower than theirs, that's just an added benefit at the end of the day. I would personally try and avoid trying to make my whole way I'm getting business by undercutting, by arbitrage, by lowering my price, because then every year they're going to turn into Janet Jackson on you from the 90s. What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. And they're going to expect you to keep dropping your price. Every time there's a problem, you're going to have to drop your price. Every time another competitor calls them, you're going to have to drop your price.
This is about the initiation fee, not the license fee, the one-time fee only, not the monthly subscription fee.
I get it. I just wouldn't lead with I can give you a better price, because you have a...
If they ask for, okay.
Yeah.
But if the price says, sorry, I just bought the system 2 years ago, I go with the inside. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yes. I just bought the system 2 years ago. How's it working for you?
They tend to just want to cut off, right? They're not, I just bought it, so I'm not interested.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, I know you've had it for 2 years. How's it been over the last couple years? Is everything working the way you had expected?
Right, they say yes. Yeah, even if I know it's not, they say yes because they don't want to have a conversation now.
Well, and that's because some of the time we're not getting their attention with an insight, right? And the insight could be this: I totally get it, totally understand. If you're anything, most people, you've had it for the last couple of years, it seems great. However, one of the things that we're seeing, because we do have, and again, I don't want this to be a call where we're saying bad things about the competitor. I just wanted to make you aware of something. One of the things that we're seeing is a lot of people that have been on that system over the last couple of years. It has been great for their inventory management. It's been great for this, but they're not getting the reports that they need in real time. Have you guys ran into that at all? Right? Well, yeah, we do have some problems with the reporting. Got it. Talk to me about what's going on in your world with the reporting. Right? Well, yeah, it is kind of a pain in my butt. When you say pain in my butt, can you give me a specific example of what's going on there? Right? We might be able to help you with that. Worst case, Phil, and it's not even worst case. It's good for you because you can put them in your sustainable pipeline to follow back in 6-9 months. Is they're going to say, Phil, I'm good. I'm happy with it. I haven't seen any of those issues you're talking about with the reporting. We have no plans on growing. All of the stuff that you know are your strengths. And then you're going to go, cool, net outcome statement. I will be here when reporting is important for you guys. I will be here when you guys need to make sure that the software is up and running 99.8% of the time. I will be here when you guys move from 2 locations to 4 locations. Fair enough? Yeah, perfect. But if you just call them and say, hey, if you come over to me, you can get a better deal on the subscription rate, I just don't think that's sustainable long term. Make sense?
Makes sense, yes.
Cool. I want to help you get better. I want to help you make more money. I want to help you sell more. But I cannot help you until you commit to being a member. And I promise you this, once you become a member, I will not let you fail. Click the link in my bio. Become a member to Easton University. Sales reps, managers, business owners, entrepreneurs, what I'm about to tell you, this is gonna hurt, but trust me, it will be well worth it. I want you to think back to that excitement you had when you first got started. Maybe it was your first day. You thought about all of the lives that you were gonna change with your amazing product, your business, your service, your solutions. And hey, let's be honest here, you were gonna make a lot of money in the process of helping people, helping businesses change their lives. But it didn't work out exactly that way, did it? If you're anything like me, if you're anything like most people in sales, you found it was just a little bit more difficult to close those deals than you thought, or maybe you're struggling right now. Now, I warned you, this is the part that's gonna hurt, but in order for this to work, you and I need to be honest with each other. I want you to think about all the reasons that you're not hitting your targets, all the reasons you're not making the sales that you had anticipated making. Is it the economy, your competition, your territory, your pricing? Maybe it's your manager, your product, your service, your solution. Here's the part that's gonna hurt. There's a 94% chance it is none of those, and it's time you face reality. The reason why you have to work so hard just to close a single deal has nothing to do with the economy, nothing to do with your competition, your territory, your manager, your product, your price, your service. The reason why it's so hard for you is you simply haven't learned a better sales process. But wait, you've had sales training from your company. Yeah, I did too. You've read some sales books. I read just about every single one of them. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, well, I was always born a salesperson. Nobody is born knowing how to sell more than they're born knowing how to speak Cantonese or fly an F-22 fighter jet. And by the way, the right sales process is a lot easier to learn than a language or flying an airplane, but you still have to learn it. My name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, and if you'll let me coach you, I can show you how to sell more than you've ever imagined without being pushy, without being manipulative, without following some super complex system where you spend more time trying to figure out what stage your deal is in than actually closing deals. If you will let me coach you, you will never, ever, ever, ever find yourself blaming the economy, your products, your price, your manager, your territory, your competition again, because you're gonna be in total control of the sales process and the outcomes. I've devoted my life to unlocking the perfect sales process, and I wanna coach you the same way I've helped thousands of other people in the exact same position that you are right now sell a reported 3.47 billion, yeah, that's billion with a B, over the last 12 months. I've been where you're at right now. I know how to help you. I can show you in just a matter of minutes what will take you years of trial and error to learn on your own. Now, if you've made it this far, but you're saying to yourself, it can't be that simple, just trying a new sales process alone will not get me to where I want to go. I know exactly what you're feeling. I said those exact same things, and I was wrong. Having the right sales process changed absolutely everything for me. So I want you to do me and yourself this favor and spend just a minute or two over at eastonuniversity.com checking out what we've built. Now, if you spend a couple minutes and you decide that our coaching can't help you, it can't help you change everything about your career, everything about your life, no harm, no foul. You can continue to do things the way you're doing them right now. But just imagine, what if you head over to eastonuniversity.com right now and it connects with you? What if it is that simple? Suddenly everything starts to make sense and everything changes for you. Your career, your income, your goals, your company. You start heading in the direction you always thought you could. Isn't it worth taking a couple minutes and seeing if that might be the case? Easton University is more than a platform. It's more than live coaching with me. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you and I have met each other, and I look forward to seeing you over at eastonuniversity.com right now.